Hi guys, welcome back to today's class. Okay, so in our last class we finally finished the story that we started. All right, and today we are going to do another storytelling. Okay, but this time around is something different. Okay, so today we are going to be doing comic strip creation. Yes, I don't know if you guys have heard about comic, but we'll get to find out very soon. Okay, so the goal for the day is one, to understand what a comic strip is, and then identify the key elements of a comic strip. All right, so what is a comic strip? Okay, what is it? So a comic strip, all right, is a fun way to tell a short story using pictures, boxes, which are called panels, all right, and speech bubbles too. Okay, so this is how it looks like. All right, this is how it looks like. Okay, so if you look at this, I don't know, this picture is blurry right now, but if you look at this, all right, you can see like images. Okay, hey, it's clearer. So let me zoom this in a bit. Okay, so if you look at this, all right, this place like this is called a panel. This is another panel. All right, this is another panel. This is another panel. This is another panel. Another panel. So like those boxes, all right, they are different. Can be different size, different shapes. You know, however you want it. But then those boxes are called panels. Okay, and then if you look at it, you see that like there are pictures, like they said, and then there are use of speech bubbles. Okay, and this for this one I just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10. All right, 10 comic strips. All right, so now it looks like a mini cartoon, but with, you know, still pictures and text that shows the characters are saying what the characters are saying or thinking. So in this ones, like, we're not going to animate them, right? They're just like still pictures, you know, with different characters and then what they are saying. Okay, this is another different one. All right, so now this one is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. This one is 9, has 9 panels. All right, so these are basically how comic strips are, and we'll be making one of these. Okay, so let me show you guys the one that we will be making. Okay, it's coming up. Okay, let's give it a minute. All right, so this is the one that we'll be making right here. All right, this already have like 6 panels. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, we created the backgrounds ourselves, the images, and so on. So we have a lot of work to do. So let's get right into it. Okay, so we'll open our Canva. We'll come here, click on create. All right. Okay, then we'll type comic. Remember, anything you want to create. All right, so look, we have this here. There are different ones. Okay, we are going to use this particular one here, so click on it. While we are waiting for it, all right, I want to change my background color. Right, let me be adding my background color. So I'll click on the background color to put the color that I like. So let me get this color and see. Well, let me make it darker. Yeah, so this is okay for me. It's fine. So I'll go to tools. All right, click on shapes, then I'll add a rectangle. I'll crop it the way I want it to be. All right, this is too big, so I'll crop it again. I'll place it here. All right, duplicate it, place it here, then duplicate it and place. So I'll highlight all this, all right, and then make sure that they are all okay. So I'm going to change the color. All right, this is not the color I want it to be. So I'll change it to this color, but this is not the color I want. So maybe I think I'll leave it like this for now. Maybe if I want to change it later, I will. So I'll highlight these three, duplicate them, okay, and then bring it down somewhere here, okay. But then I think I want to increase this a bit like this. So I'm going to delete these ones because I want all of them to be the same size. Okay, so I'll now duplicate this and then place them somewhere here. Okay, so I have this now. That's all of them and place them well. So this is what I have, okay? This is what I have. So now we have to start, adding background for each one of them on the 6 panels, okay? So like I said, we have a lot of work to do. So for the first panel, all right, we'll come here, we'll click on shape, click on this particular one, all right, crop it how I want it to be. Then I'll change the color to green, okay, this green, maybe make it darker. I think this is okay. So I'll place it here. All right, and then like this, crop it so that it be in the same. Okay, so now that I've made this, all right, the next step for me is that I will want to add a path. All right, I want to add a path like a road, or like we just saw. So I'll come here, click on element, all right, and I'll search for paths. Click on see all to see. So like these are different paths that we have, okay. So let me try getting this particular one and see. So I finally found it. So this is it. So I'll click on it. So I search for long winding paths and I got it. So I'll scale this down a bit and place it somewhere here. Scale it down again. So now that it is here, okay, the next step for us to do is for us to get like a school building. So I'll come back here, clear this and search for school. Okay, so I'll just search for school. School building. Okay, I see what I have. Click on see all. Okay, so I want to use this particular school here, so I'll click on it. All right, I'll reduce it. Okay, maybe I should increase this a bit so that we'll see like what we are working on. Okay, so I'll place it somewhere here. Reduce it again. Place it here. So now that we have added the screw, okay, so for this part I want to crop it. Let me crop it. So just click on this crop sign here, okay, to crop it a bit. So I want to crop mine a bit like this, okay. So I'll place it here and then scale. I think I cropped it too much. Okay, so now I'll place it somewhere here and then probably increase it small. And just take your time when you're doing this, okay? So I think this is better for me, okay? Better for me. So I'll search for sun. Click on graphics, see all. Alright, so those are like different sun that we have. Okay. So let me use this particular one. So I just click on it, reduce it, then again to reduce. I'll place it somewhere here. Reduce it again. Okay, so now I have this, okay. So now we have the sun. The next thing we are going to add, okay, the next thing we're going to add is to add our character. Okay, so to do that, we are going to come here and then we search for education buildable character. All right, that's what we're going to search. So I'll click on that. I want to add a boy, okay. A boy. So this character now, you're going to be the person to build this character by ourselves, okay. If you can, I don't know if you can see, but then these are like different characters. All right. So we'll be the person to be the head. Okay, so the boy now, yeah. So this is the boy. So I will reduce him, place him somewhere here, and then like reduce him a bit again. Okay. So I want him to be somewhere here. All right. So now let's go and get like the head. So in this education buildable character, just type head. Character's head. Okay. Onto graphics. So you see these are different heads that you can put. Well, I'm going to use this particular one here. So I'll just click on it. Also reduce the head. Okay. And then see it's still too big for the body. So in this you need to be, delicate when you are doing this thing. So we have something like this. So if you are doing it, you might want to like zoom in so you see what you are doing. Okay. So I just zoom in. Maybe reduce the head a little again. Right click, go to layer, then send backwards. Okay. This is like the tricky part. So I want to move this like somewhere here so I can do this very well and then return them. Okay, so now I have this. So I want to like rotate the guy's maybe a bit like this, so that putting it is much more easier. So see, so this, I'll click on this, all right, hold down the shift key and click on this, and then I'll now take it over. Or before then, all right, let's add the face, okay, because you know it's not complete. All right, so just come here, we just go back to element, okay, and then we'll type we're not supposed to delete that, but then face. And this is taking me to click on see all to see all the faces that we have. Okay, these are like different faces. Okay, if you can see it, it's like different faces. So, and you see all these faces like has like, should I say, emotion. All right, they have like different emotions. So this particular face I'm looking, you know, face of somebody smiling. You can see it here, this one. I want to do this particular one right here. So I'll click on it, this, okay. So I'll reduce it. I zoomed in my laptop like this so that people can see like what I'm doing. So I'll place it here. We can also rotate it, because remember, we rotate the head like a bit. So it's like this, okay. But then I'm going to flip this head because I don't want it facing that way. I want it facing this way. Okay, so I'll also flip this one too. Okay, and then I'll move it somewhere here. So you see how we just like built a character now, right? This is our character, so we just like built our character. Well, this face is not how it's supposed to be. No, I don't rotate too much. So this is what we have. Okay. So we have something like this. I want to lock this layer so that it will stop moving. I don't know, but I think I should also flip the body. We have gotten it. See, this is very, very tricky. Okay, it's very tricky. So like, you need to know what you are doing. Nice. So now I've finally gotten what I want. Finally gotten how I want it to be. Let me just leave the body the way it was. Okay, this is nice. So now I'm going to change the clothes. So click on the body, right? Come here. Okay, and I'll change the clothes. So let's do this, and then come to color and take it up a bit. So I think, yeah, this is better. Okay. Yeah, this is better. So also change the source. Remember, he's a student. So I'll change this socks to white. Click on white and change the shoes to black. All right, just look at the colors, then you know the colors to change. Okay, so the skin color also, should we change it or should we just leave it? Let's just leave it. Okay, so I'll highlight this now and then I'll place it here. Okay, and then if you notice it's too big, so I'll just like reduce the student a bit like this. Okay, so we have this. All right, so now I want to add like a school bag, so I'll just type school bag. School bag. Click on enter. Yeah, this particular bag I'm looking for. I can't find the bag. I think we are going to use another bag for this. Okay, so let me just go to my recently used stuff and see if it is there. You see the bag here, so I'll just click on this. Okay, I'll click on this, reduce it. Okay, and then place it like this, so it looks like as if he's holding the bag. Okay, so this is what we have. So I also want to add like grass. All right, so should we call it grass or flower? I don't know. Well, let's search for grass. So we see grass. Okay, and see what we have. Let's search for grasses. Let's look for the one we pick. All right. So I like this one, so I'll first of all get this one. Okay, I will reduce it first. Okay, I will like reduce it, place it somewhere here, change the color. Let me make it darker. Just a bit. I think this is okay. Okay, maybe make it a little bit again. Add another one. So we go back to elements. Okay, I'll click on this particular one and then scroll down. So I'll use this. Okay. Bring it, place it somewhere. So I'll place this one somewhere here. Okay, then I'll place this one somewhere here. All right, so now we are done with the first panel. Okay, so we are going to go over to the second panel. All right, so now to do the second panel, okay, we are going to go back to elements, okay, and then we'll search for the same education buildable character, right? So we'll search for we to get another character. Okay, So I'll scroll down to get the character that I want to use for this particular one. So I think I'm going to use this person, okay? So I'll click on it. All right, so you see this person, it looks like as if he's sitting down. Okay, so I only want like the upper parts. I don't want those down parts. So I will click on crop to crop it out. Okay, so I'll crop out only the side that I want to use. So I'll crop it up like this. Okay, so this is okay for me. So I'll place it here. All right, change the color of the clothes. So I'll change the color, to this particular color. All right, so now I have this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to get the head. But instead of going to element and getting on that head, I'll just come here, click on this particular head, duplicate it. Okay, but it's small, so we increase it. All right, I'll place it somewhere here. Right click, layer, send backward. Then increase it a bit. It's still too. It's okay. I think this is better. Okay, so I'll maybe reduce it a bit. Highlight it again. Place it somewhere here. Okay. So now that we have added the head, all right. What next should we do? We'll add the face. Okay. So like I want to like get a scary face because like that is. I will just press E. Face. Okay. So I want like to get a face like where like he's kind of angry, showing like an angry face. So I'll scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Not this. I think this. Sure. No. Not this. I'll delete. And this, delete. So if you are looking at this face, you see like this is an angry face. To check if it is still it, you click on it. All right, so instead of getting and deleting, say scared. So just get that one. Okay, flip it. So flip, reduce it, place it, reduce it again a bit. All right, and then I'm going to rotate it so like it matches the face. Okay, and we rotate it back small. So now I have this. Okay, we have this angry face right here. So the next thing I'm going to do, okay, is that I want to add like a speech bubble. Okay, I'll just come here, click on speech bubble, right? So click on CO, graphic CO. See how this is going smoothly. So come here, click on this, and then okay, so this is it. So I'll click on it and then reduce it a bit, place it here, reduce it again. Okay, so I'll place it here. So I'm going to change, like remove the black color to white, make everything white. Okay, so this is how it's going to be, right? So now that I've gotten the speech bubble, The next thing I'm going to do is to get a notepad. Right, to go back to elements, and then we search for notes pad, enter, click on graphics here. So these are different notepad that you can use. Okay. So let's use this. So I'll click on this, okay, reduce it, wait, alright, still reduce it. So I'll place it somewhere here. Here, I'll place it somewhere here. Then I will go and get like a clock. So I'll search for on time clock illustration. Graphics CO. Okay, so those are different clocks that you can choose from. So I want to use this particular one, so I'll click on it. Okay, reduce it again, reduce, place it somewhere here, rotate it a bit and reduce it again. So it's like this. Okay, I'm going to change the color. Change the color from this green to something orange. So should I try this? Yes. So I think this is better for me. Click on this blue one and change it to black. So I have this, all right? So now this is all for the second panel, okay? Remember, I know this might not really make sense right now because we have not added the speech bubbles, all right? Like explaining each panel, okay? Excuse me. But we'll add them later when we are done making the background, okay? Because remember, I have our story, so we know what we are creating, all right? So for that one, I will come here. I'll change the color first, okay? Change the color to something like this, all right? So I change the color to something like this, and then the next thing I'm going to do is to add a rectangle. Okay. Come here, click on this, okay? Reduce it. Reduce, place it here like this. Okay, so now I'm going to change the color. So we'll come here, click on color, change it to something like this. Okay, this is better. So now that we have changed the color, all right, I'm going to add a board. All right, so I'll come here and I'll click black board, okay? Click on CO. All right, so I'm going to use this particular board here. So I'll just click on it and then reduce it very well and place it somewhere here. Now we'll change this color to a brighter color. Oh, sorry. Why is the color not coming out? Let's leave it to this. I think this is better. So now that we have this color, okay, we have changed the color of the board a little. We also change like the green to like, yeah, this is better. The next thing I'm going to do is to add, a character. So I'll go back to elements and I'll type young boy. Okay, graphics. So these are like different images that we have. So I'll just look for the boy. I want to add this boy. Okay, so I'll just click on the boy, reduce him, still reduce him, place him somewhere here. Okay, I'm going to change the blue color here because I don't really like it. So this is better. Okay, it's more popping. Okay, so this is a picture of the boy. So I'll also add another character. So in this particular panel, I'm going to add like 3 characters. Okay, so I'm also going to add another character. So I'll go back to element. Okay, and then this time around I'm searching for girl sitting on a chair. Enter. In fact, now that we are waiting for this to open up, let's go to tools and add them. All right, since we are waiting for this to open up, so I'll come here, click on tools, get the shape. Okay, so reduce this, make sure that the same. So we have this, so I'll change the color to white. So like this is going to serve as our speech bubble. So like here we are going to write down everything that is happening, all right, in each scene. Okay, so this is like the place we are going to write everything down. Okay, so we have this. So let's go back to element and say if I did not duplicate, so I just took it, which is not very good. So you see, our story is coming together little by little. So this is the girl I want to get, so I'll just click on her, reduce it, place her somewhere here. Okay, I'm going to change the color of the chair to black. Click on this color, change it to black. No, this is not the one I want. The color of the chair is green, sorry. Black. Okay, I also change the color of our clothes also. Yeah, this is better. Okay, so you can change the color of your character however you want it to be. Okay, so now we need to get our main character, right? So just come here and click for, as once I click on E, you will see character. Okay, click on CO. So we are still looking for the character. Okay, you can see that we also have these characters like in girl, Miguel also. So you can also decide to use that. Okay. So wait, I'm going to come to my recently used and look for which, right? So this is the character that I'm searching for. So I'll just click on it. Okay, click on it like this. So reduce it again and flip. So I want him to feel like as if like he's walking down here. So I'm going to reduce, like shift the gear a little bit here, and then place the guy here. Okay, so this time is to add the head. So I'll just like duplicate this head here and add it. Reduce to match the body size. So now I'm going to increase because now I can't really see what I'm doing. So this head is still too big for what we are doing. So we right click, layer, send backward so that the neck is at the back of the body, not in front of it. Okay, we just I still feel like we should reduce this a bit. Perfect. So now we have this. Okay, so now we need to get. So I'm going to use this particular face right here. I'll just click on it. Okay, reduce it again, all right, and then flip. Okay, place it here and reduce, rotate it a bit to face the face. So we have this. All right, I have this. So I forgot to put something on the second panel. Okay, so let's add that. Okay, so we are going to add something which is this. Okay, this is known as expression mark surprise, like somebody is surprised about something. Okay, so I'm just going to like place it somewhere here, rotate it a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to change the color to this color, better color. Yeah, the same thing with this. All right, so go back to the panel we're working on. All right. So now let's change the color of the clothes. So let's remember to change the color, and then the color of the shoe, which is black, and the stocking should be white. Okay, so now we are done with the third panel. So let's work on the fourth one. All right, so to work on the fourth one, okay, let me reduce this. All right, we need the background for those particular ones here. Okay, so instead of like going to do a new background, getting the color and start doing the same thing, we just click on this particular one, right? Hold the shift key down, click on the board, and then this rectangle here. Okay, we duplicate them, bring it down here and place it like this. Simple, very easy peasy. So the next one is to add our character. Okay, so now we'll go back to elements. Okay, we'll add this character here. So I'm going to add this particular character here, right? The voice is saying that, okay. So I'll just add in, okay, the same character that we added here. Crop it again, just like we cropped the other one. So I'll crop it a bit like this. This time around, I want like the hand showing. Okay. So this word, I want to like place it somewhere here. So now place this here, change the color of the clothes to this. Okay, so now we have this, all right? Duplicate the head like this. Right click, layer, send backwards. So let me increase this so we see what we are doing. Okay, so if you see, I need to increase the head a bit. This is okay. Okay, reduce the body. Okay, so now I'm going to click on this and then just try and reduce it a bit. And I feel like I should increase the head small. So now we have this, okay? We have this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to also add a face. And this time around, we are going to add a sad face. Okay. So you can just click on this. This one is scary. Click this one, talking face. This one is angry face. We don't want to put an angry face, do we? So let's look for a face that we want to use. So this is a sad face I want to use. Okay. So here, let me tell you guys what is happening in this story, okay? So that maybe we can actually flow. So this boy started school. His name is Mask. And Mask was very happy that he started school, which was the first day, when we added the school things that we added, all right? So he was very happy that he started school. But then the second panel, he was kind of, scared, doesn't know what his first day in school is going to be. Okay, so all of a sudden we are going to add a teacher. Okay, so this is my teacher. Okay, so he searched for teacher. You get it? So he was, doesn't know how his first day in school is going to be. I'm going to right click, layer, send backwards. Not this backward. Send backward. Oh, not this. Control Z, Control Z. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete this particular one here and place the teacher first. Layer, send to the front. So he didn't know what the first day in school is going to, bring forward for him. So he was scared. He was very scared. So then he found out that he, okay, is not going to be in this, that he's not in the same class with his friends. Okay, I'm going to log those. So he found out that he's not in the same class with his friends. Okay, so he was sad. Okay, he was a bit sad that he was not going to be in the same class. I'll duplicate this particular one with his friends. So later, you know, he got to find out that, oh, he can still see his friend during, you know, break time and recess time and even lunch break. Okay, so let's move on to the next panel. Okay, we need to add something. Okay, we need to add this expression, like an angry expression, comic, this, so I want comic angry stream expression. So this is it. So we use it and then place it here. I'm going to flip this. Okay, so now we'll move to the next panel. All right, so for the next panel, okay, we just duplicate this rectangle that we had the first one. All right, and then we'll place it here. Okay, I want to increase the body a bit. So now we have this. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is for us to add grass. So we just like get this particular grass. I'm supposed to change the color of this grass to something lighter. So let me duplicate this here. Okay, I'll place it somewhere here. I'll duplicate this particular one also. Place it somewhere here. All right. So now that I have this, the next thing is for me to also duplicate the sun. So I'll duplicate the sun. So I'll duplicate the sun and place the sun somewhere here. Okay. So now that I have this, the next thing I'm going to do, okay, is to add characters. Okay. So I'll go back to elements. All right. Type education. All right, with double characters. Okay, so and click on see all to see the characters that we have. So we scroll down, so I'll get this guy and I also get this girl. Okay, so this is the two characters that I have. I just got the two of them at the same time. Shift this person, reduce, place here, reduce this one also, place here. Okay, when we bring it down a bit, bring this person also down a bit. Change their clothes. Okay, so this person's clothes now will be this, and then the red shoe will turn to black. And the stockings white. Okay, so we come to the girl to change the girl's clothes to like a red dress. Okay, so I'll put this. Yeah, this is much better for me. So the girl already has a black and white. Right, the girl is the friend. Okay, so now that we have this, all right, for the head, I will just click on this particular one, duplicate it, bring it down, and then reduce it. So I will right click, layer, send backwards. So like this, now I have this. Okay, so maybe let's like, you know, rotate the head a bit. Okay, so yeah, this is perfect. So let's add like the face. Okay, so the expression I'm getting here is for happy expression. Okay, like he's happy, so we just duplicate this expression right here. We have duplicated it, so we just move it here. Okay, so I will increase the okay, so this is it. So for the girl now, we need to go to elements, and then we search for, you know, just add face, female face. Female face. Okay, so female face. Oh, but then before we add the face, we're supposed to add the head. Ah, we forgot that. So let's add the head. So let's go back, and instead of face, let's say head. Okay, so I want to use this particular head here. You can use any one. Okay, but I want to use this, and then I will reduce it to be the same size. So this is here, so right click, layer, send backwards. Oh, this fits just perfectly, right? Yeah, but then we just like rotate it. Oh, sorry, you're not supposed to rotate this. I want to rotate the hair. Yeah, this one did not stress us much. So we want to put a happy face for the girl too. Okay, so instead of us like going to get another happy face, we just duplicate this. Okay, then we'll flip it, and then we'll place it right here. Easy peasy, right? And then let's rotate this a bit. Yeah, and just like that, we are going to do the next panel, which is the last one. Okay, who is happy? Because I am. Okay, so let me reduce this a bit, and then add. So now we're going to duplicate the background, all right, for this particular one. Okay, this our first panel will duplicate the background apart from only the character that we're not going to touch. So we'll click on this, click on this, click on the sun, the grass, the parts, and then this particular one here. We duplicate them, and then we just place them here. Okay, so this is perfect. Okay, so the next thing, all right, that we are going to do is for us to add our character. So now we're going to have like a happy character, because why? They are happy. Okay, because he's able to see his friends during break time. Okay, so all right, so we come here, click. Okay, it's already in see all. So let's look for people that are happy, jumping. jumping character. So this is it. So I'll place it right here, place it somewhere here. But before that, let me use this. I'm going to place this here, okay? Then this part, I'm going to crop it. Okay, I'm going to crop it. Another easy way that you can crop, all right, is by double clicking. Okay, that's another easy way to crop. Okay, or you can just use this, click on this, and then you can also crop it out. Okay, so once you're just done, just click outside. So now I have this. Okay, this is how I want it to be. So I'll bring back my character here. Queen is happy. Okay, so I'll just duplicate the head of this one. All right, and reduce it. This is going to be a very tricky part for us. So I'm just going to I'm going to flip the head first. So I'll flip it and then I'll rotate it. Woo, not bad. So right click, layer, send backwards. Oh, I think we are going to bring it back. Control Z. Control Z. Okay, I'm going to leave it like this, okay? So next thing we're going to do is to add like a happy face. All right, so I'll just come here and add face in the character. Okay, so now I think yeah, this is the happy face, if I'm correct. Oh, no, this is not it. So let me delete it. This is still not it. I've gotten it. So I'll reduce this, place it here, reduce it again, place it here. All right, so he's happy. All right, so he had a wonderful day at school. All right, so this is like we're done putting the backgrounds. So the next thing we are going to do is to add text. Okay, so add a text in the explaining each panel. All right, so this time around we just come to text, click on text, add a text box right here, bring it somewhere here. Okay, and then we'll start typing. So I'll have to type all this one by one. So I'll type Max. I'll finish adding all the text. Okay. So just, the first panel, all right? Let's see. The first panel says, today is the first day of school. Max is ready to start the day. So the second panel, he's excited and nervous about what the day will bring. Okay, that is here. Then he arrives at school and he realizes he is in a different class than all his friends. Okay, then Max became upset. His teacher explained that change is a good thing. This is a great way to make new friends. Max realized that he will still get to see his old friends at lunch and recess time. Okay, so Max is now excited for his new class and the chance to make new friends. So you see now our story now makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, Did that make a whole lot of sense? So the next thing you're going to do, all right, is to add like a heading that says comic strip. Okay, so you go back, click on text, add a text box. Okay, bring it up here, and then you say, sorry, let me just delete this. So it says that say comic strip. So I say comic. I type comic strip. Okay, I know this is not visible. All right, so first of all, I'll change the color to white. Okay, so I'm changing the color to white. The next thing I'm going to do, okay, is for me to come to effect here. All right, add shadow to it, and just increase this to just make it work. So now I'm going to change the color. Okay, no, I'm going to change the color of my text itself. Okay. Yeah, this is better. I'll go back to effect and change the color of the shadow. So I just put white. Okay, so I've added a color. Go back to effect because increase your transparency. Okay, offset a bit and then I need to put this text in bold color. If I have something like this, okay. Wait, I still need to work on this. Okay. Okay, so I think for me this is okay. This is not bad. Or is it? Okay, now I have this. Okay, you can put any effect that you want. Okay, and just like that, we just made ourselves. Let me change this font. Let's try Goffo display and see what we have. So yeah, this is better. Okay, this is much better. So now we have this. All right, so just like that, we just made ourselves, all right, a comic strip. Okay, so I will see you guys in my next class. But before that, your mini project. Okay, for your mini project, I want you to do like a 6-panel comic strip. All right, create your own 6. Please use different characters, different background. Maybe follow the same steps, all right, but then give me something different. Okay, all right, so I'll see you guys later. Bye guys.